Dylan Fox, aka Yawning Bear.
Turn it up.
Dakota Kitchen, aka Perching Crab.
Wake up, put a dip in, crack a cold, put my boots in my overalls on. This is the country boy song. I like to gig frogs, like to gut hogs, like to swim in the creek with my bird dog. This is the country boy song. Chew it up, spit it out, crack a cold one and tilt it back. I'm tired of these city boys running their mouth. If the truck gets stuck, I ain't pulling them out. If you got a dip in your lip, help me sing along. This is the country boy song.
I'm Cracker.
I catch bass and cats with a rod and reel, kill bucks from the top of a windmill all day long. This is the country boy song. I fix the tree, whittle sticks. My barbed wire tattoo gets me chicks. Of course it goes all the way around. Put a good dip in.
Howdy. Let me tell you about great ways to hunt. This segment will be blinds. Okay. There's 3 things to think about when you're going to choose a blind or a stand or hunting in general. You got to think of location. What's around you? What can you hunt? Look at that. All the way around us. Look at this nice open field we got in front of us. And we got a crest of woods right behind it. First one, we're going to do blinds. You know, there's many different types. but I've got 3 different ones I'm going to show you. Okay, I've got 2 of them sitting right here. Okay, because remember the first thing I said, location. Throughout this video, we're going to see plenty of location. Okay, and the first one, pretty mediocre. You know, you can take this anywhere. You got public land, you can take it with you. You know, you're hunting on one of your friends' properties, you can take it with you. Any stuff like that, you know. And they're pop-ups, you know. No setting up. Some of them have poles. The older styles are like whatever. This one's made for 2 people. You can buy one, you know, any size you want with this, and it's easily portable. Look at that. You see it in there? You got plenty of room in there. Look at that. And there's windows for you to see out of. Okay. And you got to think a vantage point too, like where you're gonna aim your blind. Like, see out here? I'm gonna aim it out in the middle, because where do you think the animal's gonna be running? You know, I got a little trough over there for the corn. No brainer. Because you all gotta. Because another thing about your location is you gotta check animal paths, migration paths. And here for a while, I've been having them come over there and feed, so bada bing, bada boom. You know, and there's small game trails all up and down this, and all up and down around the other side. You know, it's easy. And these, you know, there's this specific one has segmented windows. Remember, look how easy it folds up. Now I can take it with me everywhere. Okay. But this right here is a heavy duty blind. This thing about that soft blind is if you're blind hunting for coyotes, a coyote or a predator or something can just run up on that. A bird can fly right into it and it'll fall over. This, completely enclosed. Right here, this is an old man-made structure blind. And I made it out of an old tin shed. You know, my father was throwing it away, so I took all the pieces, minus the door. It is for rent. But another thing, this values location. If you have your own property, or you're pretty good guys with a friend, you know, pretty good friends with a guy, he'll probably let you build one. But these are permanent structures. Remember, they depend on the builder, depending on how good they are. Some are much better than others. Like this one keeps you out of the rain, and the animals can't run up and around you. Let's take a look inside here. I got a little. This is made for very low budget. I reclaimed almost everything for it. Nice door. Another thing is when you're making a blind or buying a blind, you got to think about seats. Where the fuck are you gonna sit? Okay. You got to think of how you're gonna get in there too. Like, I cut this out so you can just climb right in there. Whoop, whoop. And I'll sit there like this. I can see everything. You know, I close the door. And that loop right there, it just goes around the nail right here. And make sure your seats are dark colored. Boom. Now we're in here. Boom. Now I'm in here. Nothing can really get to me. I've got a good vantage point. There's a little window on the side. There's nothing in the back because we're completely enclosed. Okay. You got to think of camouflaging too. You know, because you want it to blend in. I mean, the portable one's camouflage. This one I spray painted. Look, I threw a bunch of tree limbs around it. Anybody walking through here is going to see it, but, you know, I mean, to the animals, they ain't going to know too much difference. It's been here a while, so. And you got to think of seats. What kind of seats they have. I recommend, if you can get them, they sell these at Bass Pro, Menards, Academy Sports, the greatest outdoor store ever, and Cabela's. You can buy these at Walmart. A little tripod stool. Look at that. Let's go. Carry with me everywhere I go. Like, look at that. Animal come by. Whenever I can sit there, I got my hands free. You know, and I'm comfortable. You got to think about what's comfortable for you. Okay. And a lot of you older folks, or poorer guys, can go up to Walmart and buy a $9.99 foldable chair. Now you got to think about the foldable chair. They're awkward to carry. They are tough. They are cheap. A structure like this, foldable chair, perfect. But look, I'm sinking into the ground. Look, I'm going in the dirt. Unless I got a floor or a good hard spot or it's dry outside, this chair ain't gonna work. But it's a good tough chair, though. Remember, they got to be dark colored. None of that white crap, because you got to worry about the colors you present. You're still filming? Okay, now right here, we're on the other side of that same field. Look at that. A great vantage point. And right here is another thing about location. Right at the edge of the woods. Let me see what I got here. It's a prefab tree stand. You know, this tree stand itself is pretty old. It's been out here a while. It's moved a few times. It's seen better days, but prefabs, if you're not a good carpenter, buy them. Don't even attempt to make one. Because I got a few really good examples of bad homemade ones from mechanics that are most definitely not carpenters. Okay. But another thing, look at our location here. I've got kind of a wood line. You can see where I cut the trees down. So you can see around us right here. Boom. Because this is one at the edge of a field. You want vantage point, because that's the point of a blind, not being seen. Because if I sit up there with sack covered camouflage, whoop, deer will walk right in here, won't even see me as long as I don't make any noise. This one's seen better days, but nice metal prefab, you know. A lot of them are held on with ratchet straps, which is good because it doesn't hurt the tree. Nail into the tree, you're hurting your tree. Okay, you just gotta think of the safety of your tree. Flat straps are the best, and you want them laid flat. Right there. Now, to give you an idea, this is a 2-man. It has clearly seen better days. But this is the little blind that could. So, this right here is a 2-man blind. Well, 2-man deer stand. 2 of us can sit in it. Look. Sit right here. And if I got a ballsy friend, they can sit right here. 2 of us. I got a great vantage point. I can see the roof of my other built blind I built over there. I can see it from here. And I can see a little bit of the trough. I can see the full crest of the whole thing. I got a really good vantage point here. And I can see the little trail going through the woods right there. And I can see all around me. Because it's a 2-man, it's wider, so I can see. Sit up here with some good camouflage, boom. You know. Prefabs. You should buy them. And they're cheap too. Probably won't even have to get up. Alrighty. Right here, we've got the example of a platform man-made deer stand. Okay. You can see that when you're making one yourself, it's trial and error. See how some dumbass made those steps going up the tree? Look at that one right there in the middle, how it's twisted. You know, you step on one side, twist, you fall down, and you die. And someone did a few good things. They made an actual separate ladder here, but I do not like any of these deer stands that are made out of wood, you know. I don't like them. They fall down, they get rot. That one's probably been up there about 20 years by now, so I mean, if it was fresh, it was probably still good, because my grandfather, uncle, or somebody made that. And so far the frame looks good. I'm not about to climb up there and test it because they're dangerous. If you are a good carpenter, go ahead and make them. But we're mechanics, and I'm just a farmer, so right there. The floor, it'll rot out. You know, if you don't buy treated wood, you don't buy the correct stuff, the correct fasteners, I'd say screws. Try to use screws wherever you can. Build it like a deck. Yeah, I did build decks for a while, so I could probably build a good one, but this example, the ladder's still good though. And you can see when you make your lights, any idea that comes to mind. You can see how they used to have a canopy over it. Complete camouflage canopy. Russell was complete circle. Whoop. here is a great location. Look all around us. We're on the side of a big hill in the middle of the woods. It's fairly spread and open. Like I can see your tracks sitting right there. Okay, but once again, left up blind. I need to get a freaking store-bought one and put it up there. That'd be good. Okay, because we got a good area right here. See that thing, a location right here. Right here's a great location. Someone had a good idea to begin with, but just didn't finish it. We're gonna walk up that platform too. This is another good blind. Made out of reclaimed shed. You know, it's not fully enclosed, it's just a face blind. Because blinds, y'all worried about where they're coming from. You out here, I got a hill to my backside. Anything up there coming around, you see right to that right there, there's a lot of thorns. And I'd like to mow those over. I will in the future. And over there's a ravine, so it's kind of, they can cross that way, but it's kind of harder. But out front of me, come over here. There's a big open, well, somewhat big. There's a field right there. And right on the other side of that field is a creek. They come to the creek to feed, they come to the creek for water. Now I can draw them out, sit there, because beyond that, there's a little man-made road over there, and a bigger field on that side. Turkey season, you can call a turkey straight from the other side of the county. He'll come across, whoop, hit that creek right there. That's what he's looking for. In these, I mean, they're not the greatest for at night, but in the day time, look, I'm protected. It starts raining, I'm protected. Got 2 folding chairs in there. It's kind of low. You got to be, you know, a little more physically fit to get in there. But I mean, it's a good one. Just an example of what you can do when you put your mind to it. It was white, but I spray painted it. And when my decoy's out there, get me a turkey. Now up here in the hill, over there. Here's a little platform right here. Now here's another thing you can do, make a platform. You can also buy a platform. Recommend buying them, but if you're poor, you can make it work, you know. I always recommend it, but these, put them anywhere. You don't need a tree. Okay. And look at our location. There's a big hill behind us, you know, and right in front of us is a ravine. There's a big dip here. Because it's about a 40-foot dip down, whoop, across there. And you can, like, once that field is cut, because we can see all the way down there into that open field. If you're a good shot, you can get a nice deer off down there. But, nice platform. You gotta watch about that too. Use your ladder. This one is clearly portable, but sometimes these things are better than others. Now, look where I'm at. Although my chair kind of fell down there. But I've got 360-degree view. I can see my chariot from here. Okay. I can see the water flowing in that ravine down there. And I can see right in front of me right here where there's a path where they've been walking down. It's a good thing about one of these. And if I wanted to, wrap camouflage around, all around it. You can barely see me, you know. I got this. Pretty good vantage point. I can see all the way down there, the other side of the field, and the other open spot down there too. Who knows? Might squeeze off one with the old 44 and get a deer from up here. Pretty good. Pretty good. Remember, you can put them anywhere. You can have this bastard in the middle of an open field if you want. Cool. Oh, dude, look at all that. Oh my god. That's a lot of bedding, isn't it? Dude, there's even more in it. Oh my god, that's awesome. Dude. You can see, you can almost see all the bed. That was actually mine. Like, I actually bought it and everything. I bought it from, I just so happened to be at a garage sale. Now, you see around us, this big old hill behind us, my big blind, my big built ground blind with the doors way up there on the other side of the valley. Okay, see behind us, there's this big open field. Although I kind of need to mow it again, the saplings kind of took over. You see right in front of us? Made us a cut, right here. I can see pretty damn good. I can see over all those plants and stuff into the actual field. Now, right on the other side of this field is a creek. There's a creek right there, and the deer will come right out of it. But right here, as you see, I got, look, another deer stand. This one hasn't been here too long, but it's a good one. I spent last deer season in this one, probably saw about 5 deer come out of there. And I let a few does and a fawn go. So man, it's a pretty good one. It's pretty sturdy, just like all of them. Man-made, held on with ratchet straps. Be surprised how much you can trust a ratchet strap. You can see we got our string. Our string right here. Tie your gun up in here. And up here, I can see everything. The left, right, not entirely behind me because there's a tree to my back, but plus to sit up here, I can sit up here and take a nap. Matter of fact, I did. Big advantage point. Don't forget on all of them, anytime you want a string, tie your antlers, your gun, whatever to this. Climbing up and down with the gun, with a loaded gun, can be unsafe. You unload your firearm, put your ammo in your pocket, whatever you got, and then you tie this around the butt of the firearm, just lay it right about there. And once you get up there, you pull it up. Safe. It means while you're climbing, you don't drop your gun, and you don't damage it, and you don't shoot yourself. I'm going to our next one. Now if you look above me right here, we've got a metal deer stand. You can see it's got big old lag screws and an old ratchet strap that goes up against the tree. And I kind of trust it, but this is a good location. Plenty of deer have been killed right out of this deer stand. If you see in front of us, there's that field I was telling you about. And you can see right on top, you can see that upper field where that our blind was, because the last deer stand was right over there. But another holy grail for being right here is I got a creek right here. Look, you can see deer tracks right there. I don't even have any corn right here. Didn't throw no corn right here. Look, there's already deer tracks. Another thing right here. There's a good amount of water in there right now, but like I said, I come here to feed. Look, you can see deer tracks in the sand from here. Another pretty good location. So they're all about location. Look at them. All them tracks right there. Miscellaneous animals. Coyote. There's just some deer and coyote right there. You can hear the nice sound of the water flowing. It's wonderful. Nice big old creek. But this deer stand right here is metal. Metal outlives wood. Remember that. Metal outlives wood. Right? I haven't used this one in a few years because it's not mine. I've got other spots too, but this is a pretty good spot. I'm planning on taking it down and putting up an actual deer stand. But it's actually not that bad. But the problem is, someone used giant 8-inch barn nails right into the tree. And I step on those and those bent. A smaller guy, you know, they ain't as big as I am. Probably climb up there. Matter of fact, the guy who built it was smaller than me, but that's a good vantage point right there. It's metal, they last longer. If I put up a good ladder, I might actually start using it. Metal's much safer than wood, but remember, you got to be a good fabricator to make it work. I'm Tractor, and this has been Blinds.